Hi friends, how's it going? I'm feeling very type B mom today. Christian went to work out with a friend who's also homeschooling, and I was just working, and then he's like, hey, can you come get me? And I was like, right now? He's like, yeah, I'm standing at like the pickup spot. And I was like, okay, yeah. And so his family was with them, and sometimes I'll take them to the gym, sometimes they'll go to the gym. And so they're just waiting for me. And I rolled up like this, and I didn't even throw shoes on. I was like, it's like maybe 1 minute from my house. We live in the same neighborhood. And I didn't throw shoes on, and I look like this, not realizing, hey, there's going to be an audience. Also, my car, it is car clean out day. It has been raining just like torrential downpour here for like since my dad left. He left November 1st. It was raining 2 days before he left. It's now what, 11th, 12th? I don't know. It has been so rainy. So my car, I have like so much stuff in it. Christian opens the door and like water bottles fly out. I look like this. I have no shoes on. And I'm like, hi, have a good day. And he's like, what happened to you? And I was like, I literally was just working. And I didn't realize like the time went by so fast. So here we are. Is anyone else having a type B mom day? Type A mom is like, you have got it together. Your car is clean. You have your umbrella. You are organized. Possibly have OCD, but you probably always have like a very stocked diaper bag. And then there was me. And I get a lot of anxiety because I also did not wash my face last night. So if you want to know what will you look like in the morning if you don't take care of yourself and you don't wash your face, this is what you'll look like. So this is your reminder of why it's so important to do your skincare at night. Because on the nights I do my skincare, I wake up and my face just feels so clean and it just looks so good. And on the days that I don't, I almost feel like it sets you back. Like you walk past yourself and you're like, bah. So going in with Erase Pre-Cleanser from Palmifera. They have some holiday deals going on. They also have their holiday happy salves. The pajamas are actually so cute. So in the midst of chaos, I will pride myself on chaotically cute. So it's like, hey, some of the things are actually really good, but we're gonna come together today and we are going to wash our face completely and just start. But I wasn't technically late to get my child, and I wasn't we're just all doing our best here. I guarantee if any one of you have children, you can possibly relate. Maybe not. I'm on my last clean cloth. These are in my Amazon storefront. Last one. I have to order them today. I love these things. I actually have some in one of my kids' bathrooms. So I will borrow theirs until mine come in. But I absolutely love these things. They are like disposable washcloths, and if you struggle with bacteria on washcloths, stinky washcloths, you can never find a washcloth, your washcloths are dirty, or they're just sitting in your washing machine because you didn't throw them into the dryer. Clean cloths, they're so nice. Sharon, you love Erase, it's so worth getting. You would 100% recommend to try it. I agree completely. It is one of the products that when I got my kit, I was like, who needs a pre-cleanser? So dumb. Who wants to double cleanse? What a waste of time. I was wrong. I just didn't know any better. Like, it's so good. We're gonna actually wash our face. Okay, going in with the balancing cleanser. I also love their Stimulate cleanser. It is getting like cold outside, the time is changing, all these things for most people where you live, unless you're like us and you're somewhere where it doesn't. But I absolutely love their Stimulate Cleanser. It has jojoba beads, it has mint. It's a gentle exfoliant, which is good for dry skin, but it really is invigorating and wakes you up. Like, it's so nice. So, all right, here we go. Just washing, really scrubbing my chin. I can tell recently like a little more blackheads on my chin. So exfoliation is really good for blackheads. You can actually use a heavy exfoliant, like a very, I'll show you the one I have, but you can use masks, you can use a Clarify, which is a serum exfoliator. Lots of options for exfoliating, but if you notice your pores feel larger, your blackheads are more prominent, try exfoliating 1 or 2 times a week with a good exfoliator and a washcloth, and you will be able to tell a huge difference. Hi, good morning. Look at all of you, dropping a 1. Yeah. Denise is on the live, Judy, Cindy, Kim, Stephanie, all of you guys catching me live today. Has it been easier knowing I will be going live at this time every day? We're migrating. My bed is not made. My husband's shoes are on the floor. The baby shirt's on the floor. We are real lifing. So you're welcome to. Best friends get to hang out with people when their rooms look like this. And that's what you guys are. My besties. So here we are. We're gonna do, I got these off of Amazon. These cute little pearly things. I'll link them in my storefront, but so cute, and they look cute on your wrist. Oh, okay. Honestly, I really need to run a little volume through my hair, but maybe we'll do that closer to the end. When that doesn't work, just throw it in a bun. Good morning. So see, had I done my skincare last night, I would have woken up this morning and I would have just put on like a little bit of moisturizer, or like some Pomifera Rose serum, and it would have just been like nice and plump. And I would have started the day feeling like we were gonna do this. And instead I woke up feeling like a bridge troll. Also, my husband's like, "Good morning, you look cute." Like, and he means it. Genuinely, he's like so kind, and like gives me a kiss, gives me a hug. Physical touch is my love language. I just am a happier person if we like snuggle for a minute. And so it is me that needs it, not him. I get like a long hug, and he like goes on with his day, and I get up, and in my mind I'm thinking like, I'm beautiful, right? I walk past myself, and that's what I looked like. So in my defense, I had no idea that that's what I looked like. And I was like, bless his soul, because bless him. Okay. I ordered some Pomifera stuff that I've never tried before, and I was just gonna show it to you. This is a Moisture Lock Day Cream. It's under the youth category, which is the same category that the jellyfish wands are under. But with this time of year, our skin changes, and I've gotten a lot of questions on what to use if your skin is really dry. And so I was like, I don't even have any more of this. And so I wanted to show you how thick, how thin. This is a daily moisturizer from Pomifera. And so I'm gonna probably use separate sides of my face, but I'm just gonna unbox some Pomifera stuff with you just so you can see it. Technically Pomifera was bought out by a company called Shackley, which is a much bigger company. Pomifera was a smaller company. They're all natural, but Shackley. So if you get something in and it says Shackley, which like I thought I ordered Pomifera, it's the same thing. It's totally the same thing. But this is the youth So I'll use my regular skincare that I typically use. I'll go through my routine, but I just wanted to share with you like a couple things that like this is a youth activating serum, has polyphenols, encapsulated vitamin A, botanical extract to renew and regenerate. It also helps support collagen. So this was one that I've never tried, but I got it. Let's try it out together. Ooh, love the consistency of that. Okay, so this reminds you, if you love the Revive serum, this reminds you if you mixed the Revive with a lotion base, that's what that looks like. I feel like I'm gonna get out of order. I love skincare so much. I'm like, let's try it. I ordered this for Christian. So this is the Perfecting Skin Toner. So he is struggling with acne right now. So I have him on face wash, spot treatment serum for acne, and then I thought toner would be really helpful for him, so I ordered that. So little toner, and he can use a cotton swab and put this on his face, especially before night. Okay, for those of you struggling with really, really dry skin, it's just the time of year. Then the Advanced Renewal Night Cream, and this is a thicker version. Do you see how thick this is? I have gone through a can of this before. It is very thick, and I love like a very thick whipped face cream. I said eye cream, but it's a full face cream. So if you are struggling with very dry skin, this would be good at the end of your routine to put that on. Why I keep just slathering up one side of my face, I have no idea. It's just too tempting. And I get it on my hand, so I'm like, okay, this is the Luminous Gel Oil Cleanser. Oil breaks down oil, so if you are struggling with oily skin, it seems crazy, but an oil cleanser is really good. So all of these are under the youth category. So the viral from the Today Show, the Youth Ageless Sculpting Wand, is also in that category. There's a hydrating gel mask. If your skin has been dry, you can apply that and let it sit. There's also a restoring eye treatment. So for those of you who struggle with like puffiness, wrinkles around the eyes, anything like that. But moisture activating serum. This is again another dry skin. Clinically proven to replenish hydration levels by 212% and keep skin hydrated for 24 hours. Also helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and redness. This is the Radiant C and E serum. I have not tried this. Let's see it. Oh, my mama used to have something like this. I feel like nostalgia. Okay, look. She used to put like a clothespin through it, and then she would put it on her face. My mama loves skincare. If she was still alive and knew what I do for a living now, she would just be like so proud, because she preached your skin just forever, and she did the work. She like did the things. Oh, how cute. Oh, these are just wonderful. Did anybody use this? I don't even know what that comment means. A straight pen. Yes, not a clothespin, a straight pen, like what you would put clothes on. Okay, and then here's another, this was just like a concealing cream. It's a cream to powder makeup that they have, and also their mascara. So here we go. Advanced Renewal Night Cream Light. Let's open this. What a fun day. Okay, so this is a night cream that is not as thick. So if you aren't struggling with like, maybe you're more oily and you don't need a thick, creamy mask, this is a light night cream. What kind of skincare am I? This is Pomifera. So I've been using them for about 3.5 years, and this is just things other than serums that they offer. And mostly I ordered it because I don't necessarily have dry skin, but I have gotten hundreds of messages about dry skin lately, like a overwhelming amount. And so like in the last month, and it's because the seasons are changing. So I typically will start adding in, when I lived in Tennessee, I would add in more hydrating stuff, but I want to at least have it so I could show you, if you're struggling with it, how you would add it into your routine. So still the same thing. Every now and then I'll add a little bit of Olivita because I love what olive oil is, like olive, and hydroxytyrosol is really good for your skin, and they have like a good little retinol, and so there's a couple things from them, but primarily like my core of what I use for skincare is Pomifera. Let's get to it. All right. You wish there was truly a dark spot remover. Use the Pomifera rose oil. It is fantastic for sunspots and dark spots. So good. So good. Okay. We're gonna just get started. Going in with the magic wand, put this on your face right after you've cleansed it. If you have other things on, it can technically go on top of your serums, or because it does have like the peptides to relax the muscle, being closest to your natural skin is best. It works within 15 minutes. It is listed under the youth category as well. These are wonderful. You need to order foundation. You're the same skin tone. You just want to know what to, if you send me a message or even a picture of your face, I can help color match you. Sorry, my throat is a little like not good today. I ate eggs this morning, and sometimes eggs really, really bother me, and then sometimes they don't. Like that, I'll just get like a little, I am allergic to eggs and egg whites, but I feel like they're a good source of protein. It's a mild, actually it's a moderate allergy, but today I had 2 egg bite souffles, and I could tell by this was like 30 minutes ago, and I could tell by the time I got upstairs, I was like really having to clear my throat a lot. I drank a bunch of water. I feel fine. I just need to be like more mindful, you know, when you're like, oh, I haven't had that in a minute. And they didn't used to bother me. They were allergies I've developed since I've had Veda. I'm also allergic to chicken and fish, and just developed a lot of allergies since her, and it makes it really limited. I can eat pretty much anything. It's just, I'm gonna have to clear my throat a lot. And so I can tell now, like it's not like an allergic reaction right now. It's way better than it was. But I can tell I still have a little bit of like where my throat feels a little. I need to go and kind of like deep dive it a little more, and probably have something, but basically I just take Benadryl. I don't have an EpiPen or anything, and I've never had it like completely closed shut. It's not on the high side, it's moderate. So it's a moderate, it's not a mild, but it's a moderate allergy, but it isn't like it's gonna kill you allergy. It's just more annoying than anything. And it used to be peanuts were the worst for me, like when I was little, and then it got better. And then during one of my pregnancies, it got really bad. I couldn't do peanuts at all. And then now I don't even flag for peanuts, so I can have peanut butter or like a Reese cup. And so that's good. So I think allergies are the weirdest thing, that your body can like have them, no longer have, and that pregnancy can affect your allergies. It's crazy. Okay, Denise says the wand is amazing. It is so good. So this is the Youth Ageless Sculpting Wand. It has a jellyfish peptide in it that actually relaxes your muscle, the same thing that they use to relax their prey. And then I'm gonna see if I can find my eye one. I have like a little eye one as well, just so you can see it, and we'll go around our eyes. So glad I'm like getting ready today. Okay. Yes, you have a lot of food allergies that developed as an adult. The symptoms get, oh great, as you continue eating them. Lovely. Allergies are so odd though. They seem to change and develop randomly. That's how I feel. And I have hives on the back of my legs almost all the time. Sometimes I feel like stress causes them to flare up. And then sometimes I'll have patches of hives like this big. It's always on the back of my left thigh. But also certain foods I eat will cause it to flare up. So between stress and then food, I pretty much always have hives. So, but the heel oil from Palmifera is so good at helping clear up hives, or like when the texture gets really dry and scratchy, like once your hives have like, they're not flared up and they're drying out, that is so good. If your face is sagging, do you want to relax the face muscle? Yes. So this actually will tighten your sagging skin. So it's like a restrictive. So it's actually the best product they offer for sagging skin. And then it's going to relax the actual muscle so that you don't have like those fine or deep defined lines. But it is so good for sagging skin, droopy eyelids. So they have one for the face and neck, and they have one for, save it. They have one for the eyes, and they have like a little combo bundle that comes together. But stress does cause it. You had it for 30 years, you eliminated gluten and some dairy, and now you rarely have hives. I feel like I need to eliminate, but see, the problem is I have so many weird allergies that I would have to eliminate. I'm like, I don't even know what I could eat. I could eat vegetables. Like, I'm not allergic to many vegetables, but I'm allergic to almost all the proteins: eggs, chicken, fish, tuna, salmon. It's just like, so instead I just eat whatever, and I just deal with hives in my throat closing up. It's so annoying. And if people go out to eat with me and I eat something that really triggers it, I'm like, I'm so sorry. It's so embarrassing. And when I was pregnant with Veda, every time I would eat, they ended up having to put me on something that like relaxed my esophagus, because I was having like these crazy anaphylactic reactions for like everything. Milk, ice cream, I'm allergic to milk. Like ice cream was really, really, really bad. I don't know, it was a lot of things, but oh well, here we are. We're surviving, we're thriving. That's just a weird fun fact about me, in case you didn't know that, if you've never hung out with me when I'm eating. And so, it's so frustrating, and I'm hoping I can like get to the bottom of it, or figure out, I don't know, figure it out. Oh well, here we are. Okay, I can eat steak, girl. I can throw down steak and it doesn't bother me at all. And I'm anemic, so steak is so good. So I try and eat red meat often because, or ground beef. I can do ground turkey. So there are things I can eat. It's just like not the most convenient. Okay, we're gonna let this dry. The jellyfish peptide wands. It's the Youth Ageless Sculpting Wand, and it's a little baby, the Ageless Smoothing Wand for eyes. We're gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna make the greens and TRIMFIT don't bother me. They don't make my throat close up. That's great. I drink them every day. So I guess there's not enough of whatever things bother me to make it to where, but like Veda has a lot of allergies. She's like highly allergic to strawberries and apples, and she's allergic to a lot of fruit, and then a lot of other things. I don't know. Does anybody else do this? To have weird allergies? It's not anything I dealt with like growing up. It's just been as an adult. And my doctor was like, it's really common after you have multiple children. I'm like, oh, good. add that to the list of hemorrhoids, stretch marks, and leaky nipples, allergies. Okay, going in with some TRIMFIT. We're gonna get our day started. I also forgot to mention, after I got Christian, he wanted Wendy's. So I went through the Wendy's drive-through looking like that. And I was like, dude, like, do you have to have it? He's like, I'm so hungry. Like, I did 90-pound lifts or something. I don't know. And he was like, I'm starving. My head's killing me. And like, I just need a Coca-Cola. And I was like, well, that's healthy. And so he went and worked out. And then I go through and serious to goodness, the girl looks at me and goes, good morning. And I'm like, I know, I'm so sorry that I don't speak Spanish and she didn't speak English. And basically she just could tell, you are a tired mom that is trying to feed her children. Okay, so mix it up. If you are struggling with cellulite, hair loss, your nails don't feel hard, anything, collagen is so good for you. It is something that is just amazing to take on the daily. I will take collagen later in the day, but at the beginning of my day, I love TRIMFIT. It's great. And it gives you energy. It helps cut your cravings. It curbs your appetite. It helps mood boost. It has amino acids. It's just good. I have been doubling up on collagen, just meaning 2 scoops, because my hair has gotten thinner since I've been doing extensions and bleach. And so I'm trying to work on my hair health. Your son has been allergic to dairy. Oh. How do I enjoy the Amari products, the Happy Juice? Stephanie, I tried it one day. I have them here. I can mix it. I feel like I have a lot in this. I've only taken it once. I tried it one day. It is supposed to help with your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone. And I genuinely got it more for my kids. They have a Happy Juice for kids. And I got it for helping balance like depression and stress in my children. I'm going to try it too. I tried it one day. I haven't figured out how to incorporate it into my own thing, but I got it mostly for my children. Where do you get TRIMFIT? It's under Beautiful You. I listed the link in the description of the video, and then the wands are listed under Pomifera's website. I listed that as well. And in the little drop down, there's like categories. You're going to pick the youth category, and that's where the Ageless Sculpting wand is. Okay, I'm going to finish my whole little routine. Yes, Terry, you're doing collagen 2 times a day most days. Same girl. We're going to work on it. And collagen is also good for your skin from the inside out. It's great for your skin. So I took Lexi to the gym with me yesterday, and I look over, she's walking the treadmill, and she brought her Total Hormone Health and her probiotic, and she took it on the treadmill and sat it beside her, and she was just walking. And I was like, how different. Like, I didn't have to tell her, it's just something she takes on her own. And I was like watching her, and I was just proud of like, not only her, but also like I've made a lot of drastic changes in the last couple of years for my life. For my health, I went over a decade without working out. I wasn't taking any supplements. I was just really tired most of the time. And then I also just the example, like my children are very active. My children are like, Christian went to the gym this morning. Like, it is so different. So when you start incorporating things into your life, whether you want your kids to notice or not, they notice and they copy. And I was just like really proud of how we've incorporated. I think sometimes we get so stuck, like, I'm just not going to be that workout girl. Like, that's what I just would say. Like, it's been like, I'm just tired and I don't have time. And now I have to get up extra early to get it in. But I'm really proud of that. And I'm proud of how my kids their lifestyles are changing because of that. I am still about the same size. I'm more tone. So I expected I'm going to work out and in 6 months, watch out hottie. And that didn't necessarily happen. I have lost about 125 pounds. And then my last 20, I kind of like teeter up and down. But I will say my mood is, I would continue working out just for the mood boost. And then also it is just, it's so good for your body. Like, I am stronger. I can walk around without getting out of breath. I can go up the stairs. I can jog. Like, I am healthier. My visceral fat around my organs is drastically lower than it was. Muscle does weigh more than fat, so I'm down inches. But just like to encourage you, even if it was starting out, I started out just increasing my walking. I had gotten up to 275 after I had Veda, and I was just like, everything was hard. Carrying her, she was 8 pounds. I was so out of breath. Like walking, everything was just hard. And just starting to walk and get my steps up, like I did not start trying to get like 10,000 a day. I was doing about 2,000 steps. I worked from home. I sat at home. I was at home. I was on bed rest. I wasn't very active at all until I tried to do like 5,000 steps, like get in 5,000 steps a day. Like whatever your watch is telling you, you get in naturally, add 1,000. And then when that felt good and I felt like, okay, I can do this. And also on days that are hard, I would tell myself, like, you only have to do this 10 minutes. And what that means is I move my body for 10 minutes. And if after 10 minutes, I don't want to do it anymore, that just felt like permission to try. And also that I wasn't failing. Like I couldn't make it through an hour-long class. Even now, sometimes I stop, like my knee, whatever the reasons. And so, but I give myself permission that as long as you move your body for 10 minutes, if after that 10 minutes you don't want to do it anymore, you can stop. But I've only had a couple times where it's because I either didn't eat enough food or I was like dizzy, nauseous. Most of the time I always finish, like always. And so for whoever that might could help, I know it is so hard to start new habits, and it is so hard to get going. Like I did not start working out until I introduced like TRIMFIT, and they didn't have greens at the time, so I wasn't even taking greens, which I think are amazing for your health, whether you're trying to lose weight or not. But I started that, and it gave me like a little, I don't know, it's not a magic pill or anything. It just gave me at least a little oomph, like that I didn't feel as tired. And it doesn't have to be TRIMFIT. It could literally be anything that works for you. Protein smoothies, like do protein smoothies. They're so good to get an extra protein in your diet. Do drinking more water, cut out your sodas. Like, so I made a lot of drastic changes, like cutting out sodas, cutting out most bread and gluten for a while, and cutting out, and then we moved here and I felt like my diet's kind of been bad, but I'm working on that as well. So I will get back in, you know, but those are the things. If it feels too big or you're starting too many big things at one time, starting small things, all those little small good choices add up. And being just so like gracious and have grace with yourself. And things I would say is like, is this going to help me? Like, would my future self, like imagine yourself being like what you want your lifestyle to look like. Does this help you get to that goal? And a lot of times I could talk myself out of it, especially if I wasn't hungry. Like, don't let yourself get to where you're starving. But I could be like, I don't think this is, I'm sabotaging myself. And instead I will, and sometimes like we have habits. And so it's so funny, like I will go through Starbucks and order a large ice water, like just because my body's like, oh, I'd really like this, you know? And so I might order like a large ice water, or my kids want a cake pop or whatever. And so, but I don't know how I got on, because Lexi was doing her supplements, but I just was like, I wish my family wasn't like, we had a treadmill in our house and we would eat Hershey Kisses and walk the treadmill. So obviously that's where our health lessons came from. But I am not perfect and my kids aren't perfect, but I do think we're actively trying to live a more active lifestyle, get out, get vitamin D, like walk, let your ears like hear birds. It's so silly. If you cannot walk today and you're like, I have an injury or I am on bed rest. Like if you just go outside, you have beta carotene receptors in your eyeballs, okay? The best thing you can do for your depression, like for Christian, I make him get out of bed. I'm like, we're just gonna walk to go get the mail, or we're just gonna sit here and we're going to like, he's drinking collagen too, but I'm like, we'll make a collagen, or we'll just sit outside. And he doesn't really drink coffee, but Adam and I'll sit and drink coffee, but like we'll look around, like here the palm trees are amazing here, by the way. I'm gonna like, I think I will forever be in love with Puerto Rico. I don't know, I had no idea that I would love to live in something like this, but even back home, like you could listen to the birds and you get sunshine. And if you do that within the first 15 to 20 minutes of your day, it releases endorphins in your body, and then it also helps you get on a good schedule. So we typically are in a very fluorescent environment. We wake up, we look at our phone, then we go to do what we're doing, then we head out the door, we get in a car where we also are shielded, and then we go into an office building, or we stay inside. Like there were days I'd never leave the house. And so it's snowing and freezing today. Grab a blanket and sit out on your porch with a heater. I have no advice for snow, but snow is also, it's so good to look at. Like it's beautiful. And the sun, like you might not be able to, or stay inside and just like by the window and like see it, but it's so good. It's very healing in your body. All the birds are in the south. I've never lived up north, so I did not even think of that. But snow is so like satisfying for until it's dreary. I know. I bet. Come to Puerto Rico. Come here and we'll hang out together. The birds and lizards are everywhere. No, I didn't think of that. But you know what I mean. Like in general, anytime you get the chance, like to be mindful and experience it, like carving out a little bit of time in your day to like, I don't know how to describe it, but I had a holistic doctor a while back. My hormones were all crazy and like all these things were going on and I just felt horrible. And he was asking like, what's your daily routine? And he also, a bad habit we have is we have a TV in our room. The TV plays all night, like the way our rest cycle was. And the best thing I got from my visit with him was, he said, for the next week, I want you to try this. And that felt like non-intimidating. Like I can do anything for a week, and it wasn't hard. But like if you were overwhelmed, like 30 days seems like hard to me sometimes. But like he said, for the next week, I want you to try something. I want you to get up and get a glass of lemon water. And he goes, and I want you to go outside and for 15 minutes, just appreciate the things around you. And at this point, Beta was like a newborn. I was like, I have all this stuff going on. And I was like, but I could do that. I could either take her with me or I could go by myself or like have her little monitor. And I'm like 15 minutes of my whole day, you know? And that's when I started to realize like, I have little amounts of time I could carve out even as a mom. I can carve out 15 minutes. And I did. I'd sit on our porch and there would be like this little cardinal and little birds. And that's when I started like feeding the birds. And I started to like, and he was like, you have beta carotene receptors that like the actual sun connects with your eyes. Like don't stare at the sun, but your body was designed to like get things from the ground and get things from the air and get things from the sun and from the ocean and from the wind and the sounds. And it will help fill you up, because I was like struggling with like just postpartum like sadness. And anyways, whoever needs that today, I'm gonna go outside and sit for I already sat this morning. Like it changed the way my mornings are. And anyways, maybe I just need that today. Okay, this is what I'm doing right now. I am not wearing makeup today. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna do the thick night cream, even though I don't have to, but my skin, that's what I want on it. This is the light night cream. I just want the thicker one. It's the Advanced Renewal Rich Night Cream, and I'm gonna wear it all day because I'm not going anywhere. If I was going somewhere, I don't want a thick cream on my face, but because I'm not, I just want my skin to be like really hydrated. And then if this afternoon Like you can tell just by putting that on. Oh, it feels so good. And we're gonna do a devotion today. So whatever, I just wish someone had told me, like, working out doesn't have to be, if you can't run, that's okay. If you can't do this, this is okay. If you're just walking, that's okay. If you were just doing like arm circles, and then you're doing like leg lifts in your bed, and you're doing like little things to help move your body, and you're jumping in place, and it's just like getting things moving and starting new habits. Okay. I'm gonna look like this all day, so I probably won't even change into real clothes. Oh, I actually have a conference call in 15 minutes, so I probably will change clothes but honestly, the girl we have a conference call with, she does our ad management, and she is used to, I either look so awful when I see her, or I look very put together because it's been after live. Okay. Here we go. Comparing potholes. 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves to see whether you are in faith. Test yourselves. Or do you not realize this about yourself, that in Jesus Christ is in you, unless indeed you fail to meet the test? 2 Corinthians 13:5. In a world that has confused value with worldly affirmations, purpose with visible success, and fulfillment with the acquisition of material things, it makes sense that it is hard for us to not get caught up in the vortex of wanting to have more. Whether it be the clothes we are wearing, the number of children we have, our career path, or the number of times we have done our Bible study homework, we find that our gauge of our own progress and value based on those around us. We immediately turn our head to examine the lives of those around us when we experience a disappointment. Why me, Lord? We question. We assume we understand the struggles surrounding us, and we respond with envy, wondering why our path has so much harder than others who walk alongside us. We compare potholes, secretly wishing those around us to endure what we did, or praying that our road becomes smooth like theirs. This is not what God wants. God's strength within us provides the ability to handle whatever our journey entails, no matter how difficult that may be. Every person is different, which means that we must be refined and transformed in different ways. The plans He will unfold for each of His children will never look the same. When we let our focus be compromised by the blessings or burdens of those around us, we are placing our hope in our circumstances, that doubting the wisdom of our Heavenly Father. Have we forgotten that we are royalty, chosen, equipped, and are destined to do great works in His name and love as He does? Let us keep our eyes on the road ahead, using all our energy to run our race well for the glory of our King. Dear Jesus, thank you that you're a good, good Father, that you take away and we trust your hands to do. Help us place our security in you. Remind our heart that the potholes keep us alert and redirect our hope to you. We choose to keep our gaze fixed ahead and not become distracted by the path of those around us. In Jesus' name, amen. So last little thing I'll go on today. Christian and I, we went and got him from the gym, went and got Wendy's. Coming home, and we were talking about living here, or talking about he hates the sand, hates it. He's like, living here isn't too bad, but I hate the sand. And he's like, if I could get rid of the sand, I would. Everybody would be so glad if I could figure out a way to get rid of the sand. And so I was explaining, like, but without the sand, like, once you get past the sand and you get to the beach, you have so much fun. Like, you love snorkeling, surfing, like all these things, climbing rocks, but the sand. And I was like, our minds, I listened to a book one day. I love personal development. I will probably do personal development until the day I die. People will be like, what books do you read? I don't really read fiction books, but I love like books on personal development. And it said basically, like, whatever you're looking for, you'll find. So if you're looking for the negative, you're looking for the bad, you're looking for that you hate it, the words that come out of your mouth are negative, the things that you find. If you're looking for the bad in your day, you will for sure find it. But if you set your intentions to look for the good in the day and the good around you and appreciating the little things around you, you will find them. And so we kind of had that talk this morning of like, I know you hate the sand, but take the sand out of it. Like if you look and you look around you, like today you're homeschooling, you just got to go work out with your friend, you're making friends, like you're like certain things, you know. And I was like, if you look for what you can't do, that's disappointing, you know. And I think he was like, I naturally have always just been like glass half empty. And I was like, well, the good part is it might not come as naturally for you to look glass full, but if you're aware of that about yourself, then when you notice yourself going down that path, your brain is powerful and it's able to redirect. And when you start teaching yourself to look for the good, you redirect those pathways in your brain. And when you say positive things and you have gratitude and you are making note of the things you're grateful for, then that's what your brain is going to. And so, you know, we don't want to compare ourselves to everybody else because we really don't know everybody else's journeys. So I love that devotion today, and I love that little talk with him in the car. And today I'm going to look for just the good in today. So I hope you guys have a great day. I had fun getting ready-ish with you. I at least don't feel like I look gross and that I didn't take care of myself last night. So I feel like my skin is coming back alive. Is anyone else having trouble viewing the live? Yours is just frozen. So if you ever struggle with it being frozen, sometimes when we send a text out, that link, sometimes we'll have some issues. It's just like because it's through a phone provider. So if you hop out and hop back in, your live should be smooth. So anyways, I love you guys. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.